Flip it so that you have the white pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like this queen's pawn stuff. I'm not gonna.
No, I mean, I don't. I'm not attached to it. It's just the only opener I know. So it's like, whatever.
It's great. It's a great opening. It's like Queen's Gambit,
Yeah.
and then you put
You
this
develop
bishop out.
naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. By all means, play this, and it's very solid. It's really, really good. Maybe I'll give you a couple of weapons with the black pieces, just so you're not, this is not getting spammed. E4, E5.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Right. And the positions are a little too mysterious.
You can move your C pawn up, right? And then
move your C pawn up. We'll give you some good stuff.
Okay.
Stuff that's not like, crazy tricky, but
yeah.
Okay, so first things first. In queen's pawn positions, just so you know, the knight in front of the C pawn. See how it's in front of the C pawn? It's bad.
It's bad because what?
It's not like losing. It's just it doesn't actually exert any pressure on the center, right? It's just not.
That makes sense. Well, it doesn't exert any pressure if my pawn is here, right?
Yeah,
it would
exactly.
if I had a pawn there.
Even like, look. So for example, it's just not. Oops, sorry. It's just not actually doing anything. So
yeah, that makes sense.
But it's better to play. And by the way, that's why the Queen's Gambit, like the way you play it, it makes more sense. You put the knight behind the pawn, and that way you actually are pressuring the center in some capacity. Now, your opponent didn't know it, but he's kind of playing like a Chigorin defense. So that's what that's called. It's named after an old Soviet guy. You don't need to know that.
Yeah.
But in the Chigorin defense, you take, and then stuff is like attacking the center. Okay.
Yeah.
Very quickly, they've blocked in this bishop. So knight, bishop, developed, knight e4. I mean, sometimes they'll get aggressive like this. I like that this move doesn't throw you off. You don't start taking shit. Like, you just, you just develop your pieces.
I just want a castle.
Yeah. That's excellent. Okay, this move.
Yeah.
Weird, but it does something.
So it puts a lot of pressure on this one right here. It doesn't really set up a fork or anything because I have it covered. So, I mean, it's just more about this piece, right?
It's more about this, yeah. So really it's you take or you defend. I mean, pushing is okay, but this is almost never a good move in the Queen's
pushing
game.
is weird. Like, it's just too big of a space to cover, it feels like.
Yeah, like, they'll just go here. That's really
yeah.
And then, okay. So in the game, you left it. I mean, you can take, but it kind of opens up the position a little bit for black. The thing is, you don't really have anything better. Here's what I'll say about this move. It defends this, but it kind of weakens your knight.
Why is that? Because it gets taken. Yeah.
It's more like the pawn used to protect your knight, and now your queen has to stand here.
Yeah, because I get pinned. Yeah, it's like, oh god.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is obviously some, some. Is
that the move I made?
You castled, but
okay, yeah.
I think if we take and then castle, it's all good. But this game is important for an entirely different reason. It's important because people are going to play like this. Okay. They're going to play these weird moves. Like, what is that?
Yeah. I don't know what that is. That it doesn't do anything, but yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, block this queen, I guess. I don't know.
You bring your rook to the center.
Sure.
Okay, this is not a bad move. We attack the bishop.
Okay, so yeah, now I attack that.
Okay. Now, I see what you played. You played b4 hitting his knight, but he en passanted you.
Yeah, that's right. I got owned. I remember this. I was like, oh god, I don't remember this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that aside would be that would be a great move.
Yeah,
that would be a fantastic move.
Didn't exist. Yep.
So let's pause right here, and this is an instructive position. It's move 12. Who's got a better position and why?
I think I do. I've already castled. I have more pieces in places that are protected for each other. Like, he just has like random pawns here, and it's only protected once. Yeah, I got this nice line. I got my knights out. Also, I never really know what to do with my knights. They always just stay here, and I don't know what to do.
Yes. That's why I exist to
Yeah, hopefully.
to make life easier for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pieces, the way they're designed, they each control a rectangle, right? So they start here, and then basically slowly but surely, you start getting to the 5th and the 6th and encroaching. You can't ever really move forward, but you can always look at stuff like this.
Yeah.
So piece trades in the middle game.
But do you want like the value of a knight is less of that of a bishop in a less cluttered board, right? It's just it just depends on what stage of the game it is.
Yes. The other thing is that you can think of it like this. You've traded your dark squared bishop already for a knight. So if you have 2 pieces that attack on both light and dark squares, and a piece that attacks only on light squares, you have a small advantage maybe on the light squares.
That makes sense.
And they have the dark squared bishop. So
yeah.
But what will help you a lot is scanning the pawn trades in the position. So where in this position can you offer me a pawn trade right now?
Just bump this up.
Yes.
And you take there, and then your king's open.
Yes. So the big thing is the king is still in the center of the board, which is why like d5 is a serious consideration. Since
the reason I didn't like that though was because I don't have an immediate like check or anything, and I don't really put that much pressure on you. I guess I could like take it with this and then set that up, but then you just castle, right? But so, then
rather than even you're going to bring the most powerful one first.
Okay.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Your entire thought process is right. This does not attack anything, and black can just castle. But queen d5. So first of all, what's the threat?
Well, he can't castle, and also there's a threat. I don't know if there's a. I can just check him. Yeah, I can just check him.
Well, not check. Not check.
Wait, I can't check. I can check up there, but immediate threat. I can't take that pawn. Oh, there's a rook just in the middle somewhere.
Yes, right there.
Like there, yeah. There's
so the combined threat of he can't castle and this is under pressure. I mean, this looks like a devastating
for him.
Right. Yeah. Now, I did see someone yelling at me very angrily, like, it's not checkers. This capture doesn't have to happen. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So that's the thing. But I wanted you just need to have this, like, as a possibility. So
yeah.
It needs to be there. Another trade in the future could be something like this.
Yeah.
Could be something like this. Maybe get on that square and open the position that way. But obviously this is maybe one of the drawbacks of the Queen's Gambit is the game is going to be a lot slower.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, by the time I get this up here, he probably develops most of his pieces. He gets castled. It just feels kind of like I threw away my advantage.
So it's more like the type of middle game that you get depends a lot on the type of opening you play. So there's certain openings that, you know, you just go for an attack very quickly. Maybe you like those more because you don't need to. I mean, this is fine. But I'm curious what did occur after this thing. Okay,
I have no idea.
We gave a check. Oh man, this guy's not a bad player. Oh man, but he's greedy.
Wait, why didn't I put him in check there? Was it covered?
Knight.
Oh yeah, it was okay. I saw it. Good.
But this is goodness. This guy's like, he just doesn't like to castle. But other than that, he's actually okay. I love this. This is great. You're down 3, so you jump into the center.
Yeah, try to put pressure there. Yeah.
Yes. Now you might say, "Oh, that's so easy." He'll just, I don't care. It's the best move. Like, best move. I mean, you get your knight into the center of the board, so it's obviously as good as you can be doing. Now, your opponent really just hates castling.
I don't really understand why he's not getting his rooks involved, but yeah.
Okay. Again, remember that thing about trading pawns?
Yeah.
So where can you offer a pawn trade in this position?
I can offer one here, and I can offer one here.
So yeah, d5 is fascinating. I don't think it quite works, but like,
yeah, because there's like so many. That's what I remember this specifically, because I was like, this is just gonna get destroyed. Like, oh my god, he's so much stronger than me there.
But it could be interesting. For example, when a pawn moves, you got to think about what square it used to guard. And so, who jumps in here? It's a trick question.
It's a trick question. I guess I
Yes.
check him, but I can't. I could just do this also. So let's see which one's
Yes.
better. If I check him, he probably just moves. So yeah,
And if
this.
you attack his queen, what's the other threat?
The other threat is there's another. Oh, my queen. My queen can own him, but he would just move it to a place that defends it, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
He would move to a square that defends it. And
Yeah.
by the way, in my attempt to rival you in view count, we just got a big raid from Hikaru. So shout out to Hikaru. Now you're you're now getting a chess lesson in front of like 10,000 people total. So you're providing most of it. So we're teaching Dogdog chess today, guys, for PogChamps. So you told me the queen moves away, but there's something in this position. White to move.
There's something in this position, white to move. So yes. If I do this, I mean, if I do this fork and you take, I can take, and then you're sad. So that works. I guess that's the move. that would probably make sense to me. I don't get screwed anyway, right? No, nope. I don't think I get screwed. Yeah.
It's and that all goes back to that move in the center. So you stomp your thought process and like, well, maybe I get destroyed, but hold on, there's something in there maybe. Yeah. Depending on which way he takes. This move is also great. This move is also great.
Yeah, that one makes more sense to me personally. Because like, what if he took with the other pawn with the G5 move?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so like... takes that way, and you don't get the same
impact. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of weird.
This is good. Now, yes, I mean, if Black doesn't do anything completely insane, he should be completely fine. Mm-hmm. But he, I mean, oh my, this is not a great move. So, remember that idea we had?
Yeah, with the queen into the fork, but it's I guess it's blocked. I could do this and take a pawn, but if I do this, the queen has to move. Once again, I can do this, but it's not protected by the queen anymore, so he would just take, which is awkward.
In the game, you actually played what I think it might be the best move. So you took advantage of him not moving. Moving his pawn. So now you jump into b5. Now the queen retreats back this way. So here's another little lesson. Who is on the opposite side of the queen?
The rook is on the opposite side of the queen.
And so you take.
Yeah. I remember. I tried to pin the queen. Yeah.
So bishop takes.
I do a discover attack.
Did you? Oh.
I don't know what I did.
Your next move makes me it makes me a little bit hurt, but I'm happy this is lesson 1 because from now on you're gonna be a killer.
Okay. Right.
You got this. So it's all about the bishop moving. So where do we move the bishop?
Well, we usually try to develop another threat. So
how are we doing
like there, and then he can't take because then I take, but then it's trading 2 for 1 kind of. But it's a queen. Yeah, okay. That's acceptable. That's unless I want to play a little bit more passive, but he just moves the queen after. So taking a free pawn into him moving and then me taking another pawn is okay, but then that's not protected, so it's awkward as well. What else is better? Oh, that's pretty good.
Ah, very nice.
Because then he can't take that. Yeah. Nice. What'd I do? Did I sack this?
No, you played h3.
Oh, great stuff.
I was like, what? No.
Oh yeah, there's not even a knight there. Why did I do that? I think I was just like not sure what to do, so I just moved something.
So you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
I think h3 was one of the moves that you thought on the most in the game. And so actually that happens.
Yeah.
That's actually very common. There was a grandmaster who said, like, chess is usually played over 3-4 hours. And he basically said, if you spend more than 15 minutes on a move, it's not, it doesn't come as an instinct. And so you're going to overthink it.
Yeah.
So when I listen to your thought process, the way chess, best thought process to go about finding a good move in chess, you said, okay, I can go here. If he takes me, I take his queen. If he doesn't take me, he moves. Maybe I'll take this pawn. Wait, but I can't.
Yeah.
But that kind of, there was a pause somewhere in there. So it was like, all right, this is a good move. I'm winning a pawn.
Yeah.
Is how we should end it. I'm going to win a pawn, and then he can't take me, and then we'll figure out
what's run away or something, yeah.
However, just because you see that, you don't play it, which is what I like. You weren't just like, all right, that seems good, I'm going to play it. Hold up, what? This is also a good move because we attack the rook. We attack like this. And now is when let's see. We can maybe do some real practice. I'm going to try to get us to a position where you're much better. You have a very good position.
Okay.
So first of all, queen here. What's going on?
So he's trying to take my knight after I take that.
Yes, yeah, so this is hanging. Yeah. This is hanging. A lot of free stuff here. It's actually funny. You can win my rook without taking it. You actually also have this check.
I have a fork here. Yeah.
All right, so play it.
Play the fork or try to decide which one is better. Okay, the fork is better.
Because now I can't castle.
Yeah, and then your rook in the corner is just stuck for a while.
Yes. So let's say I go here. Now you can take. The real question is, oh, this is.
Wow, you're enjoying this. I like it.
There's some ridiculous stuff that sometimes happens in positions.
Spicy things.
So first things first, what's that attacking?
That is attacking my rook. And it is also attacking my knight. It's not attacking my rook because I have protection. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But there's another threat besides that. So let's just say you can't do this.
Let's just say you cannot do that?
Like I go here. Like you can't, you're not allowed. So
I'm not allowed to do that. Okay.
Black to move. How many puzzles have you done?
Not that many. A few. Not that many, though.
Easiest system. I'm very sorry to my chat because they've heard me say this already a million times, both when coaching and when just playing. The way you figure this out, very easy. Look at checks first because they're the most forcing moves. You only have one check. Is that a good check?
No, you just take.
Just take. Yep. Captures. So we don't see that. So
yeah, we could take that, but that's bad.
It's all bad.
Yeah.
The third one is attack. And if it's not attacking the king, because that's a check, we start with queen, rook. So how can we attack this queen? Is there any move?
Can we attack that queen?
With the black pieces, yep.
So the knight doesn't really do anything. Let's see, this can't get anywhere relevant, can it? It can get there. It's not really that relevant. I can't put you in check, so there would be no forcing move. Oh, there's this spot that's pretty nice. These two spots are pretty good.
And don't think you're very close. It's that.
Oh, this, and then this is protected, and I have to choose. I have to choose between my babies. I choose the queen. But yeah, okay, interesting.
B2 is death. I mean, it's a vicious.
That's brutal. Damn.
Yeah, so I think it's one of the reasons why in this position it's better not to even allow this. It's better to just defend the knight, be patient for a move, and then and then get something like this because it's yeah. Wow. Ouch. Okay. I want you to play this position against me. So I'll take the black pieces.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay, let me play a better move than that. I want to get my rook out. I just realized that this move loses by force. Actually, okay, puzzle time. How does this move lose by force? Use the system I just showed you.
Okay, well, if it loses by force,
checks, captures, and attacks. So checks first.
I can check there, and then you have to move somewhere. You would move there.
Wait, I would love that check.
Yeah, because why would you love that check so much? Oh, because
I would love it.
You would love that. I know. All right. So I could do this, but then you would just take. It puts you in check. Doesn't do anything. I could do this. You would just take. Doesn't do anything.
Hold on. You see it. You're right there.
See it?
Yes.
Okay. So if I go here, and then you take this, and then I can bring this in, and then
don't forget
blocks that out.
What's the whole reason this can't be taken? Yes.
Oh yeah. So
yes. Very nice.
Yes. Very nice. Wow, that's there's nothing protecting this. It's because he didn't castle.
It's because I just played an offhand move. I was like, okay, I'm gonna push and go here, and it turns out that that's like literally.
Yeah, it's because I had the pin on the queen. That makes sense.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this instead. All right, very different position. What's the count? Is like really the question. What are you up?
I'm
What's
up
the balance of material?
You're up a pawn, I think. I have no bishops, so I have knights. That's about all I see.
Yeah, it's like rook. Like white has a rook for a bishop and 2 pawns, I think.
Yeah.
Or even more. Wait. It's a very strange balance of material. However, who do you think has a better position?
Based on the pieces alone, I would say it's black, but in my position, I think I'm stronger for a little bit.
So right up there with material, the second most important thing, or tie for first, whatever. King safety.
So your king is in the middle of nowhere. My king is very safely tucked away. He's a very good king. He will rule forever.
Yes, it's gonna hang out in its vacation home, letting everybody else work. So, all right, you got to win the game. How are we gonna do this? Do you think that this one is going to be the simplify approach, or the kick my ass approach?
It's probably just going to be trying to force your king to move and me taking pieces.
Yes.
In the response, I guess.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, so let's see. If I go here, you take, and then, I mean, you take it. I can do this, and then it forces the queen. And if you take, it's bad. I just lose pieces. It's just.
But you have to just have that in the back of your head. Is rook d7 possible? It's not. Okay, we move on.
Could check you. You take. I take. You take. It's just net negative. What else is there? Terrible move right there. This move doesn't accomplish much. Doesn't do anything. I could try to bring my rooks up. That's a possibility.
Okay, so what's your idea?
So I could do this. That doesn't really attack. That is the problem, but it sets something up.
Wait, very careful. This move.
Oh, this is dumb. Yeah. Sorry. That's why I have to go through everything like 10 times. That's why my time is so bad.
Not 10 times. That took you a second.
Yeah. But that's why the time is an issue as well. Okay. This spot's protected, as I said, but I just lose the trade. I could try to set up the queen. That's pretty ideal, but you have both these spots covered, so it doesn't really work for me. I need to check you though, or I need to set up a position where I can check you.
You're trying to get to my king. It's gonna be hard. Somehow I have everything defended, and also, this move is potentially approaching, and at least I'll potentially make.
You're gonna do that, almost for certain.
If you don't have a knockout punch,
yeah.
By the way, you're looking at checks, but don't forget the other category of moves. So captures, attacks, these kinds of things. Just being on the lookout for them. Have you scanned those yet?
I think the only way I can attack you is with knights, but realistically, that doesn't do anything. That gets traded. This attacks that, but you just capture, so it's pretty worthless. This is protected by that. I can't go there. I can go here. It trades, but then I can't take back. I can go here, try to trade this off. That might be okay. And then
that is a good idea, but there's one big drawback. What happens when you move the knight?
Oh, if I move the knight, then my queen gets destroyed.
But otherwise, knight c4 is that would be great. You get rid of the knight, rook is here.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, have you considered taking?
Have I considered taking here?
Yeah.
I have not, no.
Okay.
Because I would be down a little bit, but I set up a decent spot, I guess, because this is protected, actually, with this. If I take this, you have to take there, I take there, but then you get a free move. So you have a move to defend.
Whoa, you saw that really fast. Hold on. You're seeing this?
Yeah.
What else does your queen have vision on?
My queen have vision on? How do you mean? Oh, it has this. So, wait, what?
So, it will help a lot to think about it from the perspective of what does your queen see? It sees empty squares, and at the same time, it sees physical pieces. So the queen sees the knight.
Oh, it's this.
Yes, very good.
Wow, that is.
Yes.
So it's just because that's unprotected, and then I get there.
The
Okay, that makes
name
sense.
of this kind of sequence is an overload because the pawn is overloaded. It's guarding 2 spots.
Yeah. So you take out a threat he has to capture, then I capture, and then I put you in check. That makes sense.
I'm not gonna let you play it though.
What the? Okay.
All right.
Keeping this game going. I like it.
Yes. But after this, I'll stop messing.
No. This is good. This practice. All right. So now that you move that, this space is pretty free.
Wait, there's a lot of space being analyzed, but still, checks, captures, attacks. Scan that first. This is a check. I'm gonna move my king. Check. Do we do anything? Is there anything there?
We don't do anything. No,
okay.
We do not.
Any captures?
Are there any captures? Is there anything that's hanging? That's not hanging. That's pretty hanging, but I can't take it.
If 2 things in this position we could take, one is a lot better than the other.
I could do this, and then that's terrible. It doesn't really do that much. 2 things I could take. I could just do that.
What's the problem with that move?
The problem with that move? There's a problem with this move? What do you think?
Continuity.
He just YOLOs that. Yeah, that's really bad.
Great. But you actually found the other one.
What, you want me to you want me to take this? That way I can go there.
Wait. Just do the second part of that.
The second part of that?
Yeah, you don't need
yeah, what?
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
Yeah. I keep thinking that, yeah. Also, why do they have the pawns facing the same way? I'm just curious.
What do you mean?
The pawns, they're facing the same way, so you can't tell where the, like, obviously I could tell this is white side, but if the pieces were all mixed up, like, why are the pawns facing the same way? Why isn't one going aggressive and one's going passive? I mean, it's dumb. I don't know why I brought it up, but I'm just saying.
Well, when you fall in love with chess and start playing 4-player chess, yeah,
I think that's I don't know about that one.
That's when you really will be confused which way pawns are going. Okay, take this.
Yeah, so take that.
This,
and then you can't move the.
Yes, I can't move the knight. So the truth of the matter is, a very somehow you have to have a very, very structured thought process, and it has to be like, if A then B, etc., etc. But the thing is that you see a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, I've taught both kids, adults, everybody. Like, some folks just see like one thing and like 2 things. Like, you come up with a ton of different ideas. Now what we're gonna have to do is just compact that into like,
it's kind of hard to parse the information because there's a lot of information on the chessboard, but like I don't really
yes. So this is great. This is a great position. I'm going to play rook here because my intention is going to be to hide my king. Okay. Now what?
Okay, so once again I can move here. It doesn't really attack that much. You would have to move here or here, but that's beneficial to you. If I move here, can I fork you or do anything with that? No, I can't. I could bring my rook in, you would take, I would take, you'd be up a piece, but then I'd be able to check you. So there's that. That's interesting. Let's see, if I take that, you take that, I take that, you take that, I take that, but then you're in check, and then you can only move here. It's not that great, but then it doesn't really open this up because this pawn is protected. So I could also take this piece, doesn't do anything, you just move that. I can't check you in a very optimal way. I can check you that way. But it feels... So if I check you that way, then you can't move there. You probably wouldn't want to move there, you tuck away.
Wait, but you got everything. You just got
everything. I got everything. I didn't see the whole board though.
No, it's fine. So slow that down for a second. You just said knight takes pawn, right?
Yeah. So if I do that, then you probably take here.
And then queen.
And then I can probably take that. Whoa. Yeah, I could probably take that. Right?
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that because of that.
Yes, but you just told me the check, didn't you?
Yeah. I saw the check if you take that, and then I do that. But then I'm still down a piece, but then I can take it back. It's fine.
Yes.
I can take it back.
Decent
plan.
So
I'm up a pawn. That is a plan. That makes sense to me.
Yes.
That's a pretty good plan.
That is a pretty good plan.
God, you just like killing off your knights, man. It's terrible.
No. That's too abstract. I mean, listen. Okay, so let me play into this. Let me play into this. Okay, go ahead. Play that move.
Yeah.
What's my what is
My
Black's only
horse
move?
is gonna die. What?
Is it really? What's Black's
Maybe,
only
maybe.
move in this position?
Black's only move is here.
Nope.
Oh,
This
here.
whole thing is nope. That knight is
Wait, is he dead?
He's got one move.
What the? That's protect. Oh, he can block it. Duh.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
then that knighty, that horsey's blocking it.
Is it?
That's annoying. Well, if I take it, then you just take it back.
And do?
And then I'm. Oh, I can't because you're the continuity. Yeah.
It's not. It's just pin. Just pin. Okay, so take this.
If I take this, you can't take it because of that.
Correct. What does Black do now?
So what can Black do? Well, you can move back now.
To where?
You can't move anywhere. Are you dead?
Yeah, dude, you found checkmate. You found a combo against mate.
Hold on, can you go back two turns?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Do you see that in like 5 turns? Because wait, if you knew you played into that, you're like, I'll just play into it.
That's what. Yes, because you accidentally literally found the best combination that wins the game on the spot. So.
Yeah, that's just weird. It's so hard to see that though. How would you ever see that? It's impossible.
It's not impossible. I mean, 500,000 chess games later, it's definitely possible. But
yeah, maybe
you just basically need to. I think right now you're struggling with the fact that you see a lot of ideas, but it's hard for you to decide right away
which one is the best in the amount of time. That's the problem. Yeah.
So if you slow down, like here, basically you got this far and you said, but then what am I doing? But don't. So hit the pause button on those thoughts, and what you just say is, all right, what's Black gonna do? Like what?
Yeah. Where's he gonna go? The problem with that is, once again, it takes so much time.
Yes,
that's where I struggle. I guess I just need more time to go. Yeah.
Yes. So
that makes sense.
Next step is to stream chess 12 hours a day, and
not my fiance.
So let's. I promised you a weapon with the black pieces, right?
You promised me what?
A weapon with the black pieces.